YouTube, boxing fans all over the world. It's your boy Real Talk Boxing. We back at you again. Straight into it. I don't like Bob Arum. I don't like Bob Arum. He's cheap, he's greedy, and he's disrespectful. And there's no wonder Crawford wants to get away from him. Hopefully, sometime next year, he'll do that. And then we can get some mega fights. This fool, Bob, says that $1 million is fair to pay Sean Porter to fight Crawford, his fighter. Shut up. Stop it. No. No, it's not. I don't know who you think Sean Porter is, but he's proven. And he deserves more than $1 million to fight Terrence Crawford. More than $1 million. Look at his resume. Come on. Kell Brook, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner. The list goes on and on. And he's beat a lot of those top names. Well, a handful of those top names. And also, he's a two-time world champion. Come on, man. He's never in a boring fight. He's been in some sloppy fights, but he's never in a boring fight. He brings a lot to the table. You talking about $1 million is enough. Listen, Bob says before they made the match with Crawford and Brook, they reached out to Keith Thurman. You know how much Keith Thurman asked for? $10 million. Shut up, Keith. Thurman, shut your mouth. No one's going to pay you $10 million to fight anybody. Now, I can understand that. I get it. But to say it to Sean Porter, now see, Keith used to be one time, but he's not anymore. He's not the same fighter. Sean Porter is. Keith's last fight, he lost, even though he started coming on later in the fight against Pacquiao, he still lost to a 41-year-old man. But this is Manny Pacquiao we're talking about. And he's still game. And still very good. But nevertheless, you lost. And you asked him for $10 million. But you want to say $1 million is fair to give Sean Porter. Nah, man. Sean Porter is very, very much proven. And it will be a competitive fight against Terrence Crawford. Even though I think Crawford will win that fight. But if... Listen to me, y'all, before I say this. Because I know how some of y'all are. If Sean Porter shows up, the same Sean Porter as when he faced Errol Spence, I don't know. We talking about a tough fight for any welterweight out there, including the WBO champion Terrence Bud Crawford. I don't care what you say. If that Sean Porter shows up, Bud is in for a long night. He better bring a lunch, a snack, and some dessert, and a couple of bottled waters. If he thinks he's just going to run through that Sean Porter. Not anybody else he faced. The Sean Porter that faced Spence. If that Sean Porter shows up, he's in for a long night. But if he doesn't, Crawford. So, let's get back to Bob. $1 million, Bob. That's disgraceful. It's disrespectful. If anything, he should get $3 million. Because we're dealing with a pandemic. At the least $3 million. But we are allowing some people into the stadiums nowadays. And should that fight happen, which is probably not, if they're talking about giving Sean Porter $1 million, Sean Porter's not going to take $1 million because he knows he's worth way more than that. No less than $3 million, Bob. You disrespectful, greedy, cheap old man, you. No less than $3 million is what I'm saying. Now, I hope they come to some type of negotiation because this fight is one I want to see. Never mind my personal opinion. What's yours? Comment down below and let me know. Because I don't like it. I don't like what Bob is putting on the table for Sean Porter. And I don't like Bob Arum. Period. But I'm going to pray for him. As always, respect all, fear none. God bless till the next time. Real Talk Boxing, baby. We gone.